What if you already knew what choice is the right one for you and you're just struggling to actually trust yourself, your discernment and your judgment to move through with it? Let me tell you a little story about myself, which I hope you can relate to. So about a few weeks ago, I thought I'd made a decision, and what happened was that I told people about my decision. I was like, I'm going to do this, and people were excited and it was like, oh yeah, you're doing this, and I was excited. I was like, yes, and it feels so right, and I was happy and I was excited and I was like, yay, that's my choice. What happened then was I didn't act on it. I didn't do anything to act on the decision. And it was like a week passed by, or maybe 2 weeks, and people started to ask me, hey Tamara, what about that decision you made a few weeks ago? Like, why haven't you acted on it? We are waiting for you to do what you said you were gonna do. And I was like, I started to feel this pressure creeping in. I was like, oh, there's the pressure, all these people, waiting for me to act on it. And I don't know why, but there was just something in me that, hadn't let me act on it before. So when it was time to act on it, I thought, oh, all this pressure started coming in. I started, panicking, spiraling. I was like, oh my God, I have to act on it now. And then I thought, oh my God, I need to do a little process on myself. And I did. And what happened was that I actually decided for the other option. Like, I was like, okay, I'm not making the choice that I said 2 weeks ago that I would do, but instead I'm doing the other choice. I'm making the other choice just because it felt more aligned in that moment. And my whole system was like in panic when I thought about making the choice and acting on the choice that I had made 2 weeks ago. And so I was like, okay, actually, I feel like it would be right for me to make the other choice. And what happened then was like, oh my God, I started thinking about all the people and I was like, no, I can't disappoint them. I have to make it happen somehow. I have to bring myself to act on the other decision that I had made all those weeks before, but I just couldn't. And what happened was complete panic in my whole system. I was angry at myself. I was angry at them. I was kind of trying to figure out a way to bring myself to follow up with the decision that I'd made weeks earlier, but I couldn't. And I thought, oh my God, it feels better for me. It just feels more aligned to make the other choice. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to disappoint these other people. They've been looking forward to me making that choice and what that brought with it. And I was like, what if in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 week, I'm going to regret having changed my mind, and I'm going to regret not having made the other choice. Oh my God, and it really put me under so much pressure. Maybe you can imagine, I was like, oh my God. I was like, bam. I'm telling you, I spent a whole day, with my energy all over the place just because of this stuff happening. So what happened was, after a while, I just thought, okay, I have to talk about what I knew that morning was the decision that I wanted to make. And it was so difficult and so many emotions came up. And I was like, oh my God, I was avoiding people. And I was like, if I don't talk to them, that I don't have to tell them that I've changed my mind and all that stuff. And so really I passed like a whole morning and afternoon talking to different people. And I was like, oh my God, all this stuff came in and I thought, oh, and you know what? In the end, once I started communicating what I had, my change of heart, my change of mind, people were actually really, really understanding, and it was okay. Nobody was angry at me. Everybody was really understanding and supported me, and I just thought, wow, I had just spent a whole day in this energy of anger, chaos, self-blame, blaming others, despising myself, and all this other stuff, just because I didn't act on the decision that I'd made, because I was afraid of disappointing others. I was afraid of hurting others. I was afraid of regretting it. And why am I telling you this? Because you may very well be in a very similar situation where you already know what the right choice is for you, but you're hesitating on acting on it. You are hesitating on communicating that to the people surrounding you, to the people involved, because you're afraid of their reaction. You're afraid of disappointing them. You're afraid of not meeting their expectations. And that can really be extremely, extremely heavy on you. And I've just shared this story with you because I wanted to kind of make you see that even though you may think people are going to be disappointed and you're not meeting their expectation, all that stuff, once you start to communicate that choice, you may actually get support and they may actually be really understanding. And the most important thing is, once you communicate it with them, you will feel so relieved. You will feel so relieved because you were true to yourself. And even if the people would have been disappointed, because it may very well be, and maybe even a part of yourself is disappointed and a little bit sad because you didn't make the other choice. But I just want to say, follow what you already know is right for you. So many times you already know what's right for you, and there's just this hesitance to act on it because of fear of the unknown, because of fear of what other people might think of you, because of so many things. And once you actually do it, once you actually make the choice and communicate it and act on it, you may get support from places where you never would have expected it before. And you will only find out if you act on it. So go back, trust yourself, trust what you know is already within you, trust what you know is the right decision for you. If you feel like you're not sure which one is the right decision, I have got loads of other videos that are exactly designed to be helping you with that. So I will link the playlist, I will link the videos down below in the info box so you can have a look at them if that's what you need right now. And if you're in a place where you already know what the right choice is for you, let this be an encouragement for you to actually act upon it, even if there is still some fear that's standing in the way. And I'm sure you will feel relieved once you've spoken your truth, once you've shared your truth with the world. Please let me know if you like this video by giving me a like. The more likes I get, the more I know that you like this video. And thank you so much for listening, and I hope to be seeing you soon. Bye!